coming. We're going to visit. We don't want your planet. We want you to take care of it. But we're coming.
When are you coming?
Soon.
Mm-hmm. Will you be using a portal or a ship?
Both. And other ways. We can teleport.
Oh, that's interesting. And why are you coming to Earth?
To help.
Help with what?
They've got things wrong.
Who's got things wrong?
The humans.
And what do the humans have wrong?
Everything. They're not taking care of their planet like they need to be. Someone else will take it from them.
And who's that someone?
Another species.
Mm-hmm. Does that happen?
We're all coming. It's like there's going to be a galactic society meeting, and we're going to come. And they are not going to be prepared, but they are going to meet us. And we are going to see how it goes.
Wonderful. Have you always been in contact with humanity?
No. We are not always in contact.
So tell me, why the contact in this moment?
Because we're coming soon in this lifetime.
And how do we prepare for contact?
Mentally, spiritually, physically, be prepared. You need to work on your gifts. Everybody has abilities. We have abilities. We're coming with our abilities. What are yours?
And are you identified by a name?
Gray, number 3. I think there's numbers in my name.
Wonderful.
There's a lot of us.
Okay. Have you evolved beyond names at this point in your evolution?
I think we're closer to just numbers. Like instead of calling me Gray 3, they would just call me 3.
Okay. And are there...
I'm very old. My name is very old.
Okay.
We are coming.
Tell me more.
We will be here soon. That is the message. Prepare. Prepare everyone. No one is fully prepared for this.
Can you give us a proof?
Some are.
Mm-hmm. Like who? Who's prepared?
Anybody meditating, learning, knowing themselves. You have to know yourself before you can speak to us.
Why is that important?
Because we speak telepathically. We cannot talk to you in English.
Okay. That makes sense.
So that's why we've been afraid to come here. Because you guys don't have a translator for us.
No translator. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So
we've been trying to find a way to get through, but you guys aren't very good at learning new languages.
Really?
Not like you used to be.
Okay. So you are coming. That is your message. Your designation is 3. Are we talking about a landing crew, a mothership, hundreds of thousands of people?
Ships everywhere, motherships everywhere, portals popping out of elevators. I'm talking invasion, but not in the scary way, but we are coming soon.
Okay. And what is your
intention? We do not mean harm, but we do need you guys to get on the right track. You are going to all end up as cyborgs. if you're not careful.
Can you tell me more about that?
It's so easy. It starts with little enhancements. You think you're not perfect, but you're perfect. You think you need to enhance things, but you don't. You start to enhance things with robotics and you become cyborgs.
Okay.
It's not very complicated.
Wonderful. Thank you for that information.
Of course.
So, are you part of our bloodline? Are we related in any way?
I don't know. Maybe from before, but I do know we care for you.
Okay. Number 3, can
We
we
are
check?
not evil.
Okay.
There are evil entities, but we may not look friendly, but you guys can't judge by a book by its cover. You have to know more than that, or you're gonna be scared.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
So,
believe everything you've seen in the movies, you're gonna be scared.
definitely.
And that is not our intention. We do not mean to scare you, but we need to open your eyes.
Is this part of our ascension process?
It is.
And to prepare for that, we should meditate and become aware of our gifts and know ourselves.
Exactly.
Wonderful. So, are you coming from an alternative timeline or from another planet?
I'm on another planet. I'm on another plane, but I'm also on another planet.
Okay. So, what is your history? Who is your creator as Grace? Do we share the same creator?
Yes, we do. The light is the beginning of all of us. Some turn to the dark, but the light is the beginning for everyone.
Beautiful. So, on this timeline of us meeting the Greys, are there other entities that will follow the Greys as well?
Yes, they will be here first. They're faster ships.
Coming first. They'll be landing first.
Yes, but you may not see them because they may not announce themselves because they get here first and they do not know of your reactions.
Ah.
So they may try to hide and blend in, as I believe so many have already done. We cannot do the same. You will know when we arrive.
Okay. So,
But others are already here. You need to be careful.
Tell me more.
There are many forms and varieties and species of aliens. You have to understand. Some can shapeshift. All these skills that you people are learning about, aliens have already mastered. So be careful. That's my warning for you.
Wonderful.
Be careful who you trust. Not everybody is who they say they are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my message.
Can you give me a scenario?
Imagine thinking you have a best friend, then finding out they were sent here to spy on you your whole life, but you don't find out till you've been best friends for 30 years.
Beautiful.
And they're really just in an alien body, but they're wearing a human suit.
What can you tell me about the human suit?
It's more of like a shape shift into a human suit instead of like taking a human and ripping them up and zipping up the suit. Does that make more sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I say human suit, but really I just mean they shape shifted into a human.
What can you tell me about shape-shifting? How does a human shape-shift?
Humans may not possess the ability just yet, but other species have tapped into this knowledge.
Mm-hmm. And we'd like to tap into that knowledge today. Can we do that?
The best I can do is tell you to research because there's too much information on the subject to go through right now.
What else do we need to know? The gray aliens are coming. We need to be prepared. What else?
Just beware without being you need to be trustworthy, but you do not need to think everybody else is trustworthy. You need to be more assertive with what you're doing. You need to focus on what's really important. There's a lot of things taking our focus away with everything going on right now on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine it's all fake. Focus on what's real, yourself, what you're doing, your life. Focus on what you can, because the reality is a lot of this shit is just to mess up your mental state. And when we show up, you guys are going to be fucking frazzled.
Okay. Makes sense. So is this an appropriate time to make more introductions so that we won't be so frazzled when this happens?
I don't think you will be frazzled, but I think there are people around you who will be.
Okay.
I think you have been waiting for such a thing.
Correct.
So I do not think you will be frazzled. I think you will be celebrating with them, which is even more wonderful.
Wonderful.
They are coming, and I think it's going to be a celebration for those of us who can get on a higher vibration with them.
Wonderful. So I'm curious, are other planets also going through a process of ascension?
Yes, there are many.
Can you tell me more?
No.
Okay.
It's all experiments. And if I give too much, it'll be an open experiment.
Okay. And I can respect that.
We can't damage the results.
And that's okay. I am happy that the question was answered in the way that it was answered, and I appreciate that. So,
of course,
they're coming. Some of us will be celebrating, others will be frazzled.
But in the end, it will be okay. We will all become one, but not in the way of cyborgs. We will be able to live in harmony. It's going to happen once we get through the transition.
Wonderful. The transition. I've heard that many times. So, is this pandemic part of our transition?
Yes. But it is also a test. It is a test to see who is going to make it to the transition.
Okay.
Not everybody is invited.
I understand that.
Not everybody deserves to continue. And it's hard to say, but you have been here for your whole lives. And those of you who have not learned any lessons are going to fail the class.
Okay. And what happens when one fails the class?
They have to start over from the beginning. So they would reincarnate and try again.
On another plane? On another Earth?
I'm not sure where they're all reincarnating, but I do know you are trying again.
Okay. And do other planets have the same issue where some will not transition and they will have to reincarnate again?
It's kind of like the planets are a stacking system. Okay. And so it's like your chakras. So you start at the bottom, and the more you learn, you're getting higher and you're getting higher. And then if you, like, let's say you get here and you just fuck up your whole life, you will go back to the bottom of the chakras.
Oh, okay.
You are starting over. So if you do not learn these lessons, you will start again with maybe even less memory than before.
Okay. Beautiful. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to make the transition?
Keep going. Keep on going. You're going to get through this. Things that don't make sense now will make sense.
Okay.
Trust your instincts. Your gut is always right.
Okay. Beautiful.
And I have to go. I'm not supposed to be giving you too much information.
I can understand.
I'm only supposed to tell you that we're coming. I've already said too much.
Well, we do thank you for the information that has been brought through this entity today. We wish you a loving transition back to your realm of activity.